I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.
Drain the swamp.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Liberty Nation's Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor. This week, where's the beef? The price of ground beef, steaks, and roast had climbed significantly in the aftermath of the first wave of the coronavirus pandemic. Beef and veal had surged by double digits. According to the January Consumer Price Index report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, conditions have stabilized. On an annualized basis, the beef and veal category is down about 1%, thanks to a 3% drop in steaks and a 0.5% decline in roasts. Consumers enjoyed some relief as farmers had liquidated their supplies, offering customers discounts at the supermarket butcher shop. This was not an altruistic act, but rather farmers who did not have enough feed or water or had paid excessive feed prices, caused them to slaughter their cattle prematurely. However, it seems like the relief may be over. Like other elements of the US economy, beef inflation is showing signs of renewed life, rising more than 1% on a month-over-month basis. This has been the expectation since last summer, as industry experts warned of long-term implications of fewer cows and fewer replacement heifers to produce cows. Jason Lusk, a food and agricultural economist and professor at the Department of Agricultural Economics at Purdue University, wrote in a report last year, quote, "Fewer calves in 2022 and 2023 means there will be fewer cattle and ultimately less beef in 2024 and 2025. The decisions being made today to sell cows and heifers will have impacts on retail beef prices 2 to 4 years from now." The data are already beginning to verify this trend. The US Department of Agriculture's latest biannual cattle report confirmed that there was 89.3 million head as of January 1st, 2023, down about 3% from the same time a year ago. This also represented the lowest level since 2015. Here's another tidbit of information from the USDA. The number of beef cows in the US has collapsed to its lowest level since 1962, with fewer than 29 million. The futures market is signaling higher prices. Live cattle futures on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange are up nearly 5% year to date to nearly $1.66 per pound. Looking at some of the forecasts, it makes sense why investors are turning bullish on beef. It is estimated that total beef production is projected to fall by roughly 5%. This is in addition to the overall total meat production estimate of negative 1%. So, what's the solution exactly for consumers? Well, as what was seen at the height of rampant price inflation, 9.1% in June, many consumers had transitioned away from beef and veal and purchased cheaper meat alternatives. Some even acquired the vegan substitutes. However, this has created a vicious cycle. Those meats, such as chicken, are now more expensive, so consumers will likely be returning to the butcher for some steaks, creating this vicious cycle. The future, at least in 2023 or 2024, looks bleak for beef. Animal feed prices remain elevated, the labor market is still tight, droughts are expected to be more pronounced, and the cost to run a farm, be it high energy prices or rising borrowing costs, is a lot more expensive. Soon the entire meat-eating population of the United States will be like that old lady from the famous Wendy's commercial in the 1980s, and they will ask the dinner table, "Hey, where's the beef?" That's it for me this week. Please read my full Swamponomics column on the pages of LibertyNation.com, where I discuss central bank digital currencies, rising mortgage rates, and automobile debt. Thank you.
Entertaining, informative, and just plain fun. Watch Liberty Nation's The Conservative 5. Produced by conservatives for conservatives. C5's The Left Free Zone. Hosted by Liberty Nation's Lisa K. Donner. Joined by a raucous, irreverent panel of authors. Deconstructing leftist narratives. Debating the hot topics. And remembering to laugh. Join the official conservative safe space.
You only did that to piss Jeff off.
Liberty Nation's The Conservative 5.
I'm Andrew Moran, Liberty Nation's economics editor.
Very, very rocky.
Death by government.